Good evening, everybody. The City of Peabody Zoning Board of Appeals meets tonight in accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40A, and other applicable laws. Tonight's hearing will be conducted in the following manner, and it's going to be a real short meeting tonight. Secretary will read the legal notice to state that such notice has been waived. All applications will be heard in the order they were received in the city clerk's office or as otherwise designated by the chair. The petitioner or petitioner's representative will present the subject application to the board. The chair may limit the length of all remarks. All parties in interest will be given an opportunity to speak either in favor or in opposition to a pending application, and the board may receive similar written communications to be placed on the public record. The petitioner will be given the opportunity to refute any such remarks. The decision will be typed and filed with the city clerk. Once the decision is filed with the city clerk, the 20-day appeal period begins. In compliance with the open meeting law, this hearing is also being recorded by our clerk. Please speak directly into the microphone clearly and only speak when at the podium to ensure that you are on the record. This evening we have Mr. Attorney Kelty for 304 Lowell Street as number 1.
Tonight's first item on the agenda is the application of Mr. and Mrs. Diorio, care of Attorney Jack Kelty, for a variance from the provisions of Zoning Ordinance 2020 as amended, Section 7.2 and Section 10.5.1, as it applies to the premise known as 304 Lowell Street. Petitioner seeks a variance to subdivide a parcel of land creating Lot A and B, and with new construction on Lot A, and requires relief from Lot A minimum buildable lot area where 15,000 square feet is required and 10,495 is proposed. Frontage where 125 feet is required and 67 feet is proposed. Street trees per lot where 2 are required and none are proposed. Properties located in the R1A zoning district.
I'm going to recuse myself of this petition. Thank you. So, Attorney Kelty, now you have 4 voting members. You can
I could go forward, or I can
go forward, or you may choose to continue this till the
December
meeting.
Will we have an additional member in December?
We will definitely ask our alternate, Julie Picardi, to show up that
Thank
evening.
you. With that, I would respectfully request that this matter be continued until the December 18th board meeting.
May I have a motion to continue?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We will see you December 18th, I believe? Yes.
Right.
December
Thank you
18th.
very much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you. The next one is the continued application of 41 Newbury Street Realty LLC for a Chapter 40B, let's continue, comprehensive permit. And we are ready. We do have a correspondence from November 13th, a Bob Langley closeout memo with supporting documentation. May I have a motion to receive?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that is received.
There we go. Good evening, Madam Chair. Jonathan Silverstein for the applicant. As you indicated, the board has received a memorandum from the Director of Engineering, and his memorandum indicates that the engineering department is satisfied that the applicant has adequately addressed all the comments of the engineering department as well as the peer reviewers. I will, before we, this evening I will ask Benjamin Minix, the project engineer, just to sort of update you on the couple of minor changes that have been made since we were last before you. But otherwise, I would ask the board to vote to accept the engineering department's memorandum, and I would then be happy to prepare a draft decision and forward it. I know that the practice would be for the board to have that reviewed by its outside counsel, with the hope that at the next meeting it might be possible to get a vote on a decision.
Good evening, Ben Minix with Eaglebrook Engineering and Survey, 491 Maple Street, Danvers. So approximately 2 weeks ago, I did meet with the Director of Engineering just to go over some of the last changes that are needed to the site plans, just minor things like notes for signage, pedestrian crossing, comments of those nature. We did also discuss water usage for the property, and that's where one of the recommendations came for the I&I cost fee that would be assessed as part of getting the building permit. So that's how that number came about. We had the water usage, and the director took that number and came up with the value, $131,000. And then we also discussed the condition for pump turn on at the water station if there is a fire emergency and the water flow dips below the required pressure. Other than that, it was just minor comments that were already discussed in previous correspondence with the reviewers. Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have heard from all parties. We've heard from the third-party reviews. That's been completed. Anybody have any extra questions? Anybody in the audience to speak in favor or in opposition at this time? And we have none. So at this point in time, I would suggest that we close the public hearing tonight. We will then have our legal 40B consultant, Damon Segelson, work with Attorney Silverstein on a decision. Attorney Segelson will need a minimum of 10 days, attorneys, to review everything. And at that time, on December 18th, we will vote, and Attorney Segelson will present that decision to us. So I need a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so it looks like right now this public hearing is closed, and we will vote on December 18th. Just to make sure that Attorney Segelson has that in his hands. You have the contact information? Okay. So I believe at this point in time, we need somebody to make a motion to accept the October meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Any opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We also have in front of us a housing production plan memo dated November 17th, sent by Stacy Burnson. I would need somebody to make a motion to accept that, please.
So moved.
Second.
Anybody opposed to that? That's accepted. And a reminder that we will also be meeting in a special session on December 14th at 6:30. At this point in time, meeting adjourned.